Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
We are here, Ebony Sports Reporters. We got Coach Stud in the house. Coach Stud, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How's everyone?
All right.
Very good. Welcome back.
Well, thanks for having me.
We got him down Florida side. Then we go up to the Northeast. We go up to Brooklyn. We got Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz. How y'all doing?
Great. Doing fine.
All right. And then we got the one who got 30 teams in the NFL. That's Coach Julius Hall.
Look at.
Look at that. T.O., you see them 49ers?
And so This is Ebony Sports Reporters. We said that everyone share. And we about to get started, get rolling right now. And so now this one right here, this is tied to something that's controversial because we know this is Super Bowl week. The Super Bowl week, it is controversial. Travis Kelce invented the fade. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regard to that? Travis Kelce created the fade via New York Times and others.
He didn't invent fade. He invented this right here, what I got. This is the haircut that he really invented, but they're going to give him credit for all the haircuts. So, power to Travis. Y'all go in there. They're talking about, give me the Travis Kelce. That's what people walked in the barbershop saying. They out there, man. Travis went in there and asked for my haircut.
All right. And Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Travis Kelce.
Well, I'm glad he came out and said on his own before he got checked that he didn't invent anything.
We had that haircut way before he was even
thought of.
You know what I'm saying? We was rocking that hairstyle way before he was thought of. So, you know, this generation got to identify with something. You know, we go in and say, yo, give me a fade. Then he'll go in, the new generation, like, give me the Travis Kelce. Come on, man. Can't we keep something?
Yes.
We can't keep nothing.
And Coach Stud, what's your thoughts, Travis Kelce, with regards to him and having the Travis Kelce fade?
Well, I laughed when I first heard it. But then after reading what he said, he came out and said he didn't invent the fade. But, you know, it's Super Bowl and he's dating Taylor Swift, you know, and quite naturally they got to come up with something about him, you know, that he invented that, you know, because he wears a fade. You know, that's just all it is, the Super Bowl hype, you know. But he know that he didn't invent the fade, and he came out and said that.
Exactly.
I was fine with that.
Okay.
Just Super Bowl hype stuff.
And so again, and now that's what we're going to move into this week right here. It is the Super Bowl, the largest game of the year, one of the largest revenue producing sports events of the entire year. Super Bowl. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts on the Super Bowl? What's about to happen?
For us, the game or the festivities?
We go to the game. You think
let's
festivities?
We go to the game. I think we're going to see a good Super Bowl game, a real good game. I like Kansas City 30-24 to win the game. I just don't see the Brock Purdy being able to beat the proven quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. For the festivities, Usher's gonna do something that he have always wanted to do. He's got the halftime show, and I'm excited to see how he does with that. I give my best halftime show a little later on in the show, though,
Yes,
when we
sir.
get to that.
Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I think it's going to be a very good Super Bowl. I can't lose because, as y'all know, I picked these two teams to go to the Super Bowl. And both of them are my teams. I'm wearing San Francisco now. Second half, I'll be wearing Kansas City. I want Kansas City to win, really. So that's why I'm wearing this one first and that one last.
The misinformation provided by Coach Julius Hall is merely the misinformation provided by Coach Julius Hall, because he said Baltimore will be going to the Super Bowl. He said Baltimore will be going to the Super Bowl, but then we're going to move on to Coach Teacher and Coach Fritz.
Well, I would prefer the 49ers to win. I mean, I think it's going to be definitely a good game. I think if Brock wants to win, he going to have to get that real hard grind in there against that defense. So we'll see. And of course, Usher was absolutely excellent in concert in Vegas. Shout out to my cousins in Vegas. Wish I was there. But that concert was absolutely everything. So I'm sure this Super Bowl halftime is going to be even better.
Okay. All right.
Didn't go to the concert, so I'm hoping. I hope he has a great show. I know he's gonna have a great show. Look like Kansas City, the veteran quarterback. Hate to agree with Julius on this one, so it's Kansas City. You know what I mean? Plus, it has to be because of the show. Roger Goodell was on there talking, and he was like, "Oh man, this is the best. They got the best ratings and everything because all the Taylor Swift fans is in the NFL now because of that." So hope there's no distractions. Kansas City, they got to write it down.
Okay. And we said everyone out there share. And we now come to this. The state of the NFL. Roger Goodell gave his state of the NFL this week right here. So now we come to you all. The state of the NFL. And we go to Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz. The state of the NFL.
I just don't like the fact that they're promoting this paid channels like Peacock and all of that. I don't think it's fair. I think you need to respect the fact that you have all of these fans because they're already paying regular cable.
Yes.
So
and paying for those high tickets.
Right, and those high tickets. So whether the teams are good or bad, it can almost be unaffordable. So I'm not a fan.
Yeah, they trying to take advantage of everybody. We're already paying for cable TV, and you're trying to squeeze everything out of this orange, all the juice out of the orange to make the money. You're already making the money on the commercials alone. Budweiser's coming back. A lot of people bringing their commercials back, and the price for the commercials is ridiculous. The tickets are ridiculous.
I think they focused on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Focus on why some of these coaches are not coaching. Focus on why you keep recycling these same coaches. You didn't work as an offensive coordinator. You didn't work as a defensive coordinator. Let's make you a head coach. How? They didn't work at the other two positions. Now you want to make them over that? Their focus is just in the wrong place.
All right. Coach Stud, Roger Goodell said that when they went to ESPN, people would complain it is about evolution. He said he's trying to reach a new market. So what's your thoughts with regards to this and and your thoughts on the NFL, the state of the NFL, since Coach Houston threw something out there we need to talk about also, but then your thoughts also on the state of the NFL.
First, I want somebody to tell me how Prime got a game. This is Amazon. It's all about the revenue and who gonna pay the biggest buck for it. And it's a shame, but that's the way we used to go to the store and buy a TV and plug it right in and it worked. Now we have to have cable on it, some kind of cable or something put to that TV to make it work. You can go buy a brand new TV out of the store, appliance store, and it just won't work now. It has to, but it's just taken away from the game, man. It just it's in a crazy state now, if you ask my opinion. It's just my opinion, and not the opinion of Ebony Sports. Now, this is Coach Eric's opinion.
See, Coach Stud, you are responsible. The rest of them are not responsible. See, that's why you're always fine. The rest of them are not responsible. So go ahead, Coach Stud. Anymore.
Yeah, and that's basically all I had to say on that topic there.
All right. And now Coach Julius Hall.
Well, the NFL is in good hands. I don't like the fact that they are putting these there, when they start that migration to these pay-per-view stations, then after a while they'll be putting more and more of them on there. And the great games you'll see on there, and they'll be putting the sorry games on ABC and NBC and CBS and Fox. So, they got to understand that they have to please their fan base,
Okay. All right. So that's what we're dealing with right now. And so, again, Goodell has said that what the deal is, hey, it's just about evolving. And so we continue on with regards to this. And so right now we have a situation arising with regards to the Rooney Rule. You got some NFLPA, they're saying, get rid of it. It's not working. And others, you even have conservative groups who are now saying that it doesn't work. It's still not getting to this whole affirmative action type arguments and with regards to people being excluded. So, Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts? The Rooney Rule and the perception of things like that. What can be done? What are solutions you see?
Well, I don't know no solutions for the other than I don't see. It's been in place since 2003. So that's 21 years. How many? I think it did do something at first where they had to interview these coaches and assistant coaches for these positions, but I don't know what the deal is with why the players union wanted to be gone. They say it's disrespectful to this process. But I don't know. I don't have a good idea for it, except that it needs to be fair and equitable. I think they don't want it to become what the NBA has become.
Okay. And Coach Fritz.
Why not just enforce it? Why just have it if you ain't going to use it? Or at least use it to the purpose of you having it. I don't know.
I don't know how to change it, but I do agree with Julius. In the beginning, it helped. It was a plus, but then they figured a way. They figured a way to circumvent that. That's how they recycle all the coaches. They figure, oh, you was with this coach, so you should give me a you were Belichick. You're the Belichick tree, so you should give me a Super Bowl. I should get a championship with you, and it doesn't work.
It's obvious that they're not. Really, my thing is, why do you even need a Rooney Rule? Why is it not just because you are part of the NFL? Everything is fair game. Everyone should have the same shot as the next person. I'm still waiting for somebody to explain to me how Eric Bieniemy has no job. So
okay.
I don't get it.
All right, Coach Stud.
I agree with the players union. It need to be done away with. Just because you interview a minority for a certain position, going into the interview that you probably 95% chance that you're not going to hire him. So how do we come up with something around that? Just because you have to interview them and your mindset is already biased that you're not going to hire him, but you're just putting on a show because you interviewed them like they wanted you to do according to the Rooney Rule. We need to come up with something, but it's hard. Then there's a catch with that. It's hard to tell a billionaire that owns a team who he has to hire. They got to get that sorted out because the individual, I can go in with Coach Hall and interview for a job, and he probably not going to hire me. His mindset may be already made prior to me coming in there. Just like Coach said about Eric Bieniemy, why is he not without a job? Eric Bieniemy is an offensive guru. Make no mistake about it. He gonna hang some points up on you now. Now it's what the team defense do. Eric B. Enemy gonna create a scheme to put the ball in the end zone and score some points. And I'm really hoping that the brother one day get a shot at a head coaching job. Let's see how he do as a handling the overall scope of the team. But they're gonna just continue to keep recycling these same old coaches, you know. Atlanta, I really admire their owner. He jumped over Belichick and hired an Afro-American, a defensive guru, Raheem Morris. That was a great move by him. And he didn't care. He felt that was the best man for the job. If they hire us on face value of the best for the job, we dominated. What we about this lead is about 90% of us anyway. Right. We were dominated. They knows it. That's why they won't give us the chance.
Can you imagine if they had everybody's skill set on a form and they just handed it out to all the owners? Nobody's name is on it, just your skill set alone. You had to choose someone based on what's on paper, not because you know that's Jay whose information is here or, you know, Coach Eric. You don't know whose it is. And you pick somebody from there. They so afraid that they're not going to pick their friend or somebody who is more popular to get them more ratings or some foolishness than to come up with something like that. It should be skill set only.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you about to say something, Coach Fritz?
No, I'm good.
All right. So we're going to go to a commercial right now. This is Ebony Sports Reports. Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Eric, Coach Stud, Coach Julius Hall, who had 50 teams in the NFL. But anyway, we go to a commercial.
I'm winning.
He's a winner.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Katie Brewington and I'm running for Magistrate Court Judge. Magistrate Court is often called the People's Court because people represent themselves or are pro se litigants. Magistrate Court handles civil claims up to $15,000, dispossessory proceedings, pre-warrant applications, and good behavior bonds. I'm a great candidate for judge because I have the experience, compassion, and drive to get the job done. I have been a probation officer, a criminal defense attorney, a solicitor, and a municipal court judge, and I will take all of that experience to get the job done. So remember, vote Katie Brewington, May 21st, for Magistrate.
And this is Ebony Sports Reporters. We are back. We have Coach Julius Hall, Coach Stud, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha. We are back. And we have some things, we have some highlights we want to share with you because we're going to be moving to something else because it is pertinent and is relevant. So we're going to move to this right here.
Taylor, back at Crawford. Pass to himself. Crawford going behind the back. Crawford. Ball. Now here's Crawford the other way. For the basketball. The screen from Odom. Defender goes down. Back look to push. Crawford on the right wing. Stops on the right elbow. Behind the back with a dribble. To the window and in. Crawford for Atlanta. Shot clock at 4. Crawford for 3. Got it!
You remind me of me.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh my God.
What? What are y'all talking about?
Just go ahead.
I couldn't see it. My computer froze up.
Coach Juice Hall.
Man.
Just go ahead. Just go and start it on all. What's your thoughts about Jamal Crawford? Has he gotten his due? Go ahead.
Well, you know, we forget that how good this guy was because he was really good for a good little while. He was really good. His ball handling skills was out of this world for a guy his size, you know, and he just faded out in the last part of his career. Did he leave when he was at Atlanta? He went somewhere else? His last team.
I think he went somewhere else.
Yeah, but
they signed him.
Yeah, he was a star in Atlanta.
Okay, and so he reminds Coach Julius Hall of himself. Okay.
Yeah, I was clutch like that.
Okay. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts, Coach Stud?
I wonder why Tisha over there shaking her head like, you know, Jamal, you got to watch all that now.
Oh,
God. My computer froze up on me, but we talking about Jamal Crawford, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was a great basketball player, and he filled up the Phillips Arena with them for them Hawks. Though that's what they used to come to see when he was there. Great ball handling skills, and just faded out on us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so I was gonna call Coach Tisha first, but no, I know I gotta save her for last. Coach Fritz, what's your thoughts with regards to this? Because we know
I love Jamal Crawford. I love Jamal Crawford. I got a chance to see him play for the Knicks. I went to the game. It's a beautiful, it was a beautiful experience to take my dad to the game. Jamal Crawford was electrifying at the Garden. You want to set I know he did good in Atlanta. I used to follow his career. I know he was on Phoenix. But I tell you, when he was in New York, it was electrifying. He put on a show at the Mecca. And you want to put on a show, you come to the Mecca. And he did that. Very great career.
And just think, he still wants to play. So why isn't he on a team? He didn't retire. Nobody picked him up. The same with Isaiah Thomas. You got these good players that still have skills. You want to know why your team is losing? That means you're losing on purpose. You don't want to win. You want to have the next, Wembanyama. You want to be the first. You're not trying to win. And that's the sad part about it. So, I mean, he was great then. And as he says when he's commentating, he's still good. So, We'll see.
So, Coach Tisha.
Yes.
This is what America wants to know. America wants to know. The world wants to know. They want to know your assessment of Jamal Crawford and Coach Julius Hall. What was your thoughts with regards to
that? You never see me play that.
I would need to see the tape. I would definitely need to see the tape.
All right. And see, I'm glad you said that, Coach Tisha. We got the tape for you right now. We got the tape for Coach Julius Hall.
He looked like a dead headlight.
Fun game here in the Twin Cities. Look at the moves by Edwards. Swashbuckling and slamming. Anthony Edwards skies.
Are you kidding me, Ant-Man? Sometimes you just got to make it up as you go. Edwards right here. You know what? The shot's not there. Let me just throw it off the rim and finish it myself. Little pump fake here on Tillman. I don't like this. I like this one better.
That was my name before I changed it to Julius Hall. I'm in the witness protection plan. That was Anthony Edwards. What? Tish?
Oh, God.
Wow.
Good job.
So Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, what's your thoughts on Anthony Edwards, a.k.a. Julius Hall?
No, the 21st century.
No Julius Hall.
Edwards is phenomenal.
No Julius Hall. I didn't see the tapes, but this dude is phenomenal. Once he went to that the world organization, the basketball, the FIFA, and Steve Kerr said we wouldn't draft you. He went and did another workout and elevated his game. That's Kobe-esque. Kobe did that move. Jordan did that move.
That team just need to get some better players.
T-Mac did that move. So I've seen a lot of people do that move, but to do it and dunk it like that, priceless.
We watched that game. That was a phenomenal game. But he just needs more players on the team to help him out.
All right, Coach Stud, Anthony Edwards, aka brother-in-law.
AKA brother-in-law. Like Coach Tisha said, that's the 21st version of him, right?
Right. You can only imagine what the 20th century looked like.
Converse.
Look at him over there smiling.
Converse.
I'm gonna get back now. Y'all know I clap back.
Converse, high shorts.
That kid Anthony Edwards is phenomenal. He's going to take Minnesota somewhere now. They get behind him, and he's humble. You ever heard him talk? He's humble, and I like that about him. He's humble. He's phenomenal, and he's a humble athlete. He's going to take Minnesota somewhere. Him and Karl Anthony Towns over there. They're going to come together and start the jail. They're going to be a ball club to watch over there now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Coach Julius Hall, it now comes to you about you. It comes to you about you, Coach Julius Hall. Give us you about you.
Well,
hold up. Coach Julius Hall, hold up. They are intensely lit. This is the first time I ever see this on Ebony's World. They are all the coaches are in the camera just like that. They are waiting. They are anticipating everything. Everybody. So go ahead, Coach Julius. I had to let you know that. You probably didn't pick up on it. I witnessed it. I'm like, oh my God, everybody just like that. Like this.
Hey, and they didn't realize they could just sit here and hear the same thing. You know, but Fritz was up like this. And
Yeah.
We want to make sure we don't miss nothing. Let's hear this.
Yeah, you know, I was pretty good in my days. And, you know, you're talking 45 years ago, people. You know, 45 years ago that I was just that good. And, you know, all I can say is pull the tape. The tape's there. You know, pull the tape. Anthony Edwards, me, Jamal Crawford. You know, I was clutch like that. Those guys got their playing technique. They model their game after seeing me on video, on film. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right.
Now, see Fritz looking like, really? What are you talking about? Fritz, don't do that.
I'm not going to say nothing.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not going to say nothing.
You can't prove that I'm lying.
Nope, right. I can't prove that.
Right. That's confidence at its best.
You know, can't say nothing. If you're a ball player, you're going to always talk about yourself as being the best.
That's right. That's right.
So, I know.
And we say to y'all, share, because Coach Julius Hall was able to get his gas to be able to do that from Shepherd's Food and Gas right on Styles and Gwinnett Street.
That's right.
And he got the nutrition from Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Junior Boulevard. And then guess what? He looking sharp with his high shorts on because he goes to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the farmers market. And guess who's representing him all the time? Because you cannot steal his intellectual property. And they represent him, and that is the Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm, with offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. He's able to jump from Savannah to Statesboro and to Atlanta.
That's right.
That's Julius Hall.
Wherever I'm in trouble at, I can just get a lawyer.
And he has a judge in his corner also. That's Katie Brewington.
That's correct.
We're going to go to another commercial and come right back. And the sports reporters, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Stud, and Coach Julius Hall, a.k.a. The Man.
The Man.
This is Ebony Sports Reporters. We are back. We got Coach Stud. We got Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Julius Hall. And we are coming back because we are changing. Because there's a change about to come. And right now, there's been civil action that has gone and said, I was just saying, it has been administrative action done by the National Labor Relations Board, who said that Dartmouth male basketball players are employees. What do you see on the horizon with regard to that, Coach Stud? What do you see on the horizon? Because they're not being classified, said that they are employees. These are Dartmouth male basketball players, which we know is going to probably couple on out, spin on out to others.
Hey, I'm after this and him spread like wildfire. Then I'm wondering what's gonna come next. I have no comment on that one. Now.
All right. Coach Julius Hall, who is now wearing Kansas City jersey.
Yeah, y'all see it, right? All right, just want to make sure. So, I think the players are employees because they make the school's money. So anytime you're making somebody money, you should be classified as an employee. And I believe they have good legal standing to get what they're looking for. For far too long, the schools and these institutions, big institutions, have made a profit off of these kids, and it's time for it to be some type of equity.
Okay, all right, Coach Tisha.
Does that prevent them from getting sponsors from outside of the school? I mean, they just figured out that the basketball players are their employees. I'm like, when did the light bulb go off? I'm a little confused. Like, what happened to everybody else? Can I get back pay? Like, how does this work? What if another organization wants to, hire one of the kids to model their clothes or something? Do I got to give you a cut now? Or is that a conflict of interest?
Okay.
Them classifying the male basketball team as employees open a floodgate for a lot of different things to come. Now they're going to say, okay, we could tax them as adults, not students. That's one. Then you're going to say, now they got to pay them, since they're employees, they got to give them health insurance. Is the NCAA going to pay for the health insurance? It's like open a can of worms with that whole situation like that, classifying them as employees. But when they did that, because they had to pay the athletes, so now they're classifying them as employees.
Yeah, but that's paying yourself. You go to the school already, and you got to pay for that education. Yeah. So you just going to give me back my money?
Yeah, they're going to do, there's something coming, because they don't do nothing. When they give you the money, they figure a way to get it back. They don't just give you the money for free. There's a way to get it back, period.
Okay, all right.
Say one thing. Cool. These are amateur athletes we talking about. They're not on a professional level. They're amateurs.
That school price ain't amateur.
It sure ain't now. Especially them tuitions now.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're right. I just see it. I just see it opening up too many other avenues, like Coach Fritz said. It's just going.
So, Coach Julius Hall.
You already asked me.
Oh, because I was just in another zone. Because
no, I jumped back in there. He already spoke on it. Coach Hall spoke. I just jumped back in there
because somebody asked a question. Why did you change your jerseys? That they're confused, because I'm confused also. I'm confused too. So that's what happened. Like the person said,
why are y'all confused? I got San Francisco for the first half. I got Kansas City for the second half. So whoever wins the game, I still win. So why are y'all confused? I got two jerseys. If I got both of these jerseys cost $100-something a piece. If I got both of them, that must mean I like both teams. Just because you got one team don't mean nothing. I mean, that's just what you chose to do. That's what you've been institutionalized and brainwashed to believe that you should only have one team. I got several.
It's a mess.
Yeah. Hope that answered your question, the Daily.
Okay. We will move on. Because right now there's an advisory committee that's going on that's involving the SEC and the Big Ten. Again, a change is about to come. Change, what happens with regards to the change, big change, a major change, small change, minor change. Change is about to come. And so again, because I'm confused, but I'm trying to get together, we're going to go to you, Coach Julius Hall, first. We're going to go to you because I'm confused. But go ahead. And Daly also confused too, because that helped me with the guy. I thought I was the only one, but I realized other people looking at the show are confused too. But we've been institutionalized with one team.
Yeah, I'm totally confused too, because I don't understand what this advisory committee is going to do. I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it, and it needs a little bit more research. I think that's one of the subjects didn't have a link to it, and I tried to find as much as I could with it, but I couldn't. But I'm still confused with the little bit that I did research and found.
All right. And Coach Stud.
My opinion, what they're trying to do is make the SEC and the Big Ten the strength conferences. In other words, if you want to make the college football playoffs and hopefully pay for the national championship, you need to try to get in one of those conferences. It's a shame that this is what college football is going to now, but it boils down to about the money. Florida State, we are trying to make a move out of the ACC now. No, they don't want to let us go. We may be the biggest school outside of Clemson that they have there. But this is what they're trying to form there with those two power. They're trying to make them two power conferences. And if they can pull it off, that's the way, unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be.
And so on, that's what the people are saying. They're saying now the SEC and the Big Ten creating this advisory committee, and that they are now going to may eventually push the NCAA out, say we no longer need you, and then bring in a Clemson, a Florida State, and bring them in to say, hey, we're going to envelop just with regards to us. So, Coach Tisha, Coach Frisch, what's your thoughts with regards to this?
So you.
Like Coach Stud said, it's about money, it's about the revenue. There's a lot of teams that left the Big East and went to the ACC thinking they was going to get the money, and half of it failed. Syracuse failed. Virginia failed. There's a Pitt failed. Notre Dame. Everybody thought Notre Dame was going to be the powerhouse. So with the SEC and the Big Ten, they're trying to create the powerhouse. They're trying to get to a level that people haven't seen in revenue in a long time. So far. So it's going to get out of control, and coaches won't be able to recruit the way they used to recruit. That's going to change the game. Now I understand why, Saban, peace out, he left.
All right. So we now come to this right here. Yes. Kyrie was back in Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house. So, Coach, oh my God, Coach Teach, Coach Fresh, y'all, Brooklyn said, oh my God, look at how this worked out. Man, they landed right in y'all hand, in y'all lap. And I'll let y'all know this. I will share this with y'all. Coach Julius Hall was the one who told me. He said, make sure you talk to them first on this subject matter right here. That's what he said, Coach Julius Hall. So I'm being obedient. So, Coach Tisha, Coach Fresh, Brooklyn in the house, Kyrie back in the house.
I love Kyrie. I love the way he played. I love the way he spoke to the fan and said what he said. I always feel like the Nets organization, they dropped the ball
with Kyrie.
for sure.
but he had a phenomenal game.
That game was absolutely wonderful. And again, I love the Nets, but
alley-oop dunk. Ooh, Lord, he put it on them.
He let them know this is what you could have had.
Yep, he put it on them. That was a great game, a great revenge, and they won the game. So kudos to Kyrie.
I think if they had a different owner, regardless of what happened with the mayor, I feel like if they had a different owner of the team, things would have went very differently.
You know what it is? They thought he was a regular Joe dummy, and they don't realize he has the highest IQ of an athlete. 245. So they can't.
And this is why he thinks outside the box.
They didn't know he's not a regular thinker. So he's thinking way ahead of this thing. So they don't like that. I could tell they didn't like that. They was like, oh, let's get rid of him. Everybody keep thinking he's a problem. No, he's just that intelligent. You're just not on his level. Period.
Exactly.
Okay. And Coach Julius Hall, we know what you're about to say. You're about to say that he's 245 and you're 246 with regards to your IQ. So
right at the same level. I'm about 242, I believe.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
But why are you laughing?
I was trying to hold it in. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I don't understand it. I don't. You and Fritz. Oh man. It's just vibrating. It's coming through the airway.
I didn't laugh.
But listen, Kyrie is a great ball player that's very intelligent, like Fritz said. He's very conscious of who he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what he's dealing with. He understands the dynamics and the processes that people don't see. Mm-hmm. So he's not going to let them abuse him, and he's going to get everything that he can out of it. And that's what I like about this young man. He's not afraid like most people are. A lot of people are afraid. But when you got the skill set that he has, you don't have to be afraid.
Okay. And my brother, Jack Silas, he said, just like Dr. J didn't win when he was a Net, but then Kyrie, same thing. But Jack, I got it up there for you, brother. I got the helmet, the Warrior helmet up here. This HBJ Warrior helmet right here. HBJ in the house. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts with regards to Kyrie back in Brooklyn?
I concur with what Coach Julia said about Kyrie. He's a very smart individual and an outstanding basketball player. He also has dual citizenship too.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
I love Kyrie.
And so we now move to this right here. NBA trade deadline. Some things happening. Some things are out there. Some deals have already been hit, and some deals about to close on in. So, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts on NBA trade deadlines?
I haven't really looked at it the night I was going to look at it, but I did see Dennis Schrader went to
the Nets.
The Nets.
Mm-hmm. Yes, went to the Nets. Keep y'all on them Brooklyn Nets in that East now. They finna make a strong push now. That Dennis Schrader got that little patch up there. Now he's a baller now. I really liked that move then when I saw that there. I don't know what Toronto is doing now. I guess they just say, hey, we're just going to rebuild and try to get what we can now. I don't know, but I don't like the decision that they made for them, but it was good for the Brooklyn Nets. That was one that really caught my eye when I saw him go to the Nets.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we now go to Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz.
I mean, Schroeder is good. I don't specifically want him on the Nets. I would have preferred to keep Dinwiddie, but you could tell things were going to change if everybody paid attention to how Dinwiddie played these last few games. He just wasn't in it, and you could tell maybe he had already heard through the pipeline that he was going to get traded. So I think the Nets are going to be good. The problem with the Nets are you need big dudes, like you need big men. Not just as your defender, you need them as your shooters as well. But we'll see. I mean, right now New York is focused on the Knicks, of course. So
Okay, now we could talk. So the Knicks did a good trade. They got Alex Burke back. They got Bogdanovich, who was on the Nets. I liked his style of play. They brought veteran leadership, people that was in the playoff. So a couple of trades. The trade was good. Dennis Schroeder, if he returns back to the person that was in Atlanta, he's gonna be
it's
wicked.
not gonna work.
He's gonna be wicked
with his attitude, though.
You know, he's gonna be wicked. I seen him when he was on Atlanta, and he was like lights out. But yeah, the trade was. There's some teams that did some trades. You're like, what are they doing? There's some like Chicago didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't understand.
They're in a rebuilding mode, and they don't even know it. But they didn't even do anything. And I'm like, DeRozan could have went somewhere. You could have got something back for him. His contract is expiring.
Even the Warriors and the Lakers, I really expected the Warriors to do something. I'm like, do y'all realize what's happening right now?
They stay impact with what they have. So the Lakers had nothing to offer nobody with the trade. Nothing.
I would have traded Wiggins from the Warriors.
They could have did that, yes. But Lakers is stuck.
Yeah, the Lakers are stuck because LeBron don't want to get rid of Anthony Davis.
No first round picks until 2029. That's crazy. So
it's gonna be interesting.
Okay. All right. We have heard the word. And oh wait. I'm confused. Coach Julius Hall, did we go to you yet?
Yes. You want me to go again?
No, you don't have to. It's just that some of us are just confused. That was it, because because we can only imagine what other jersey you're going to be putting on the next break also.
No, this is it.
Oh, wow. He got a little testy right there. Ooh, got a little feisty. Okay. So yes. So we're gonna do another flashback. We're gonna do another flashback because of things going on also. We gotta do this little flashback right here. And we know for a fact Coach Julius Hall was involved in this too.
Hit well to center field. Deion Sanders going back to the wall, and it is gone. Bo Jackson homers to put the Royals ahead 2-0. Oh, the two-run homer, his first time up here tonight, and hits this ball deep to right center field, way back. Forget it. Jackson with his second home run in 2 tries tonight.
Some more hang time. Deep to right. The hat trick. When this guy gets it going, it's something to watch.
The 3-2 pitch. Drilled to center field. Bo Jackson going over, leaps and can't get it. It goes all the way to the fence. Deion Sanders blazing around second. Tabler goes over to get the ball, plays it in there, waving him home. The throw to the plate gets on by. Sanders flies over, and now he is safe at home. There's a pile of bodies at the plate.
And again, both football players and also baseball players. So this flashback right here. And Coach Julius Hall was able to do this too. Inside the park home run that he did when Tompkins played Windsor Forest.
How did you know that? You got the tapes? See, you got tapes. I know you do because you're a researcher. How about you show Tish and Fritz that, because brother, he know already. He know that the superior athleticism that I had. So these two on the bottom, they know and you know.
We don't doubt you.
We don't doubt you.
We don't doubt you.
We don't doubt you. We don't doubt you.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't doubt you.
Yeah. I've hit several in the park home runs because they used to call me Lightning back when I was playing baseball. They used to call me Lightning because I rounded the bases so fast. I taught Otis Nixon how to steal bases.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a
What you
history
laughing about, Jamal?
No, I'm not. I killed Coach Tisha. Because you saw how she responded. She was like, "Wow." She like, "Wow." I was like, "Oh my God." She like
maybe I was reacting to something else.
Hey, Fritz.
Oh, okay.
Fritz.
Yeah.
Atlanta played Dallas in Atlanta. You make sure you come there. I'm gonna be sitting on the Dallas side.
Oh God.
Cheering for Atlanta.
When's that game?
I don't know yet. They ain't put the dates out, but it's a home game for Atlanta.
I'm hoping Baltimore, the Jets play Baltimore in Baltimore. We want to go to that one. We just can't wear Jet stuff because them people in Baltimore is crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
But let's focus. We are focusing on Bo, Julius, and Prime. That's what we're doing. That we're looking at.
Bo, Julius, and Prime. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we focusing on that, those players were ahead of their time as dual athletes. Bo was phenomenal. Deion was just phenomenal with flash. So I could see Julius being more like Deion because it was prime time, then there was neon. So when baseball is neon and football is prime time. So I could see him doing his strutting for prime time. You know what I mean? So I already know.
Smile of reminiscing.
You too kind. Like Charlie Brown said, you too kind.
He's gonna have a twitch. He's gonna got flashbacks. He's like, oh, I remember that movie. He's like, this movie was so sweet. I just
so Coach Stud.
3 phenomenal athletes there, with my brother-in-law. But let's go back to Prime and Bo Jackson. Now, Prime, coming from FSU, which he say he didn't graduate from there, Talladega Community College or something. But anyway.
Ooh, the opinion of Coach Stud, my opinion of Coach Stud, not the opinion of every sports support. Talladega Hurricanes, that ain't tornadoes. Listen here, that's Coach Stud right now. He been around Julius all too long.
But anyway, Prime in the park home run. That was the speed. But the two head-to-head, I give Bo Jackson the edge in baseball. Bo was a real baseball player. Yes. Bo was a real baseball. It wasn't for that hip injury, and Bo would have stretched out some record books around here. Bo was a good dual athlete. Yeah. But in baseball, I get an edge to Bo over Prime.
I agree.
Okay. All right.
What about football? There's highlights. Him running over Brian Bosworth, put his foot on his chest. There's highlights of Bo. That probably Julius Hall.
And ran over into the locker room.
Yep.
Did he say that was me getting ran over by Bo?
Yeah. No, not you being run over by Bo. I said you doing the same thing, running over somebody.
Oh, yeah, my younger days. Well, I didn't play running back. I played linebacker, and I used to be the Punisher.
Punisher.
That was in Little League, but in high school I played quarterback.
Okay.
We are going to a commercial right now.
Leave me alone, Coach Stud.
I was just going to get you.
All right.
We're back, Ebony Sports Reporters. We said that everyone share. We got Coach Stud with us. Got Coach Tisha, Coach Tris, Coach Julius Hall. And so now someone else is going to probably move into the box also, going to move into the box, maybe on Prime, maybe on Peacock, maybe on ESPN, but it's going to be ESPN. But then also Fox or CBS, and that is Nick Saban. Nick Saban said he's going to be right there with them college game day. What's your thoughts or your sentiments with regards to that, Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz?
He seemed a little salty, even though he was the one who decided to leave, bashing all the other schools that got different coaches. So, I mean, he does the Pat McAfee show every week, so maybe the commentator thing is his forte.
Okay.
It's less stress for him. He ain't got to worry about it. He could just come in, do his show. They they just give him what he has to read or whatever he has to do. I think he'll be good with that. I think it'll be good for him.
Okay. All right. Coach Stud.
Even though he said, he was going to take some time off and be with family, and that after he announced that he was retiring, we all knew he was going to the booth. That's just how they do it. They recycle him. We knew he was going to the booth, so it's not a surprise to me. He'll be right there in fall.
Okay. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I'm more concerned with him being in politics running against Tommy Tuberville. That's what they say, that the Dems are trying to get him to run against Tommy Tuberville. So I'm not concerned with him being a college sports analyst for college football. You knew that's where he was going to go. Where else was he going to go if he's not coaching? Is he a Democrat and can he run? Will he run? No, he's not going to do it. Him and Tommy probably good friends. But, hey, so be it. Nick is Nick.
Okay. All right. And we have our last flashback regarding Coach Julius Hall, our last flashback. And we got to honor him because that's what we're doing right now. We're doing this for Coach Julius Hall. Coach Julius Hall, flashback right there. Coach Tisha, why are you looking like that? Why you have that type of on your face like
they
that?
They don't understand the degree of athleticism that I had put in my DNA. I couldn't do exactly what he did.
Why
are you laughing?
Wouldn't be on this show. Wouldn't be on this show.
But I could bend back and walk with all fours like he did, like that, when I was young. Probably when I was like 10, 12. Used to do it all the time. But I haven't been that limbo since my pre-teen days.
Okay. All right. Coach Stud.
That was amazing. I was getting him to ask, was he human? How he just could do his body like that. That was good, though.
Yeah. All right. Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha.
I guess I was a toddler the last time I was that limbo, but that was just, that was a lot.
I was probably 10. I could do that. At 10, between 8 and 10, I probably could do that. Then my back be done. You don't have no bones, no nothing.
No cartilage, nothing.
All right.
He just took somebody's skin.
And we now come to this. The halftime show that you see now is based on In Living Color having their own halftime show. And Roland Martin threw it out there and showed part of the clip with regards to that. And so what's your thoughts on that, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, In Living Color, it was ahead of its time with what it was doing. It made a lot of people from Jim Carrey to Mariah Carey. I mean, what that boy named Jim.
Yeah,
Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey.
Jim Carrey to
Damon.
Jennifer Lopez and Rosie, or whatever her name, the little Spanish girl. She got famous, and then all the Wayne's boys, you know, and those other two boys, Tommy and the other one. They made a lot of people.
Alan Greer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alan Greer and Tommy Davidson. They made a lot of people famous. If you look back, that's probably the most. That show probably produced more stars than any show in the history of television. If you look at it, those people really. I'm talking about everybody on there became a star. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, except the sister. She played a few movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I can see it.
All right, Coach Stud. Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz.
Like,
I mean, kudos to them.
Like Julius Hall said, that was ahead of its time. They did so many skits that they were outdoing Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah.
They were killing Saturday. There was a point that Saturday Night Live wasn't existing, so the Wayans killed that market. They were ahead of their time. Some of the skits all you could do is just laugh, and it was beautiful to have that. And you know what I mean? That's something that this generation don't have. They could just go look at it now.
It's still funny when you go back and look at some of those episodes.
Yes, it is. It is.
Fire Marshal Bill and all that, but yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey man, gotta go to work.
Coach Stud.
I remember those, but it's just the millennials just won't even be interested in looking at it. Like Coach Teacher said, you go back and look at it today, it's still funny to this day, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I have a question. We not gonna talk about the whole Belichick thing. We just gonna gloss over that.
Well, we can talk about it, Coach Teacher. You know,
I mean, I'm just saying the fact that he's unemployed, and I told y'all that he wasn't going to get a job. Like, I believe that was you, Coach Hall, who said, "No, they're going to be lining up. He's going to be doing the interviewing." Yeah, no, he'll be on TV like me. Look,
go ahead, continue, Coach Teacher. Go ahead, just go ahead.
I don't know. I'm not a fan. I was never really a fan, but I didn't think anybody was going to hire him. That way of coaching that he does is so outdated. So that's just my little take.
Okay, all right, Coach Fritz.
Belichick don't have a job. It's kind of surreal how, you know, everybody wants somebody that's innovative, new. The young guys are coming up with different plays, different defenses, different schemes of offense.
I guess because we're this far up north, we see it on the news a lot about him not having a job and the interviews not going in the direction that he may have wanted them to go. That I'm like, why? I don't understand. Why isn't everyone talking about it? Why hasn't it been so? You talk about everything else that's got to do with him. You want everybody to believe that he got all them rings without needing that star quarterback, but yet he hasn't done anything since.
Okay. All right, Coach Stud.
Well, I'm gonna admit I was one that was wrong about that. I thought he would get hired right away. I actually thought Atlanta was gonna hire him. I really did. I was hoping they didn't, but I really, in my mind, I said they gonna hire him, and I was one that was wrong. I thought that he would definitely have a job now.
Okay. And Coach Julius Hall, you prompted this, so you have the floor now.
Well, when your interview has a whole lot to do with a lot of things now, and they saw that he's on the decline from his career, and then he's interviewing bad. He wants too much power, want people to stay out of his way.
Yeah.
And so with that, what owner gonna say? Well, I'm giving you millions of dollars. What owner gonna say? You gonna tell me what to do, and I'm giving you millions of dollars? That sounds like some people I had working for me. Want to tell
Oh
me?
Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh, mute him. Oh Lord, hold on for a second. I can do this
Knew
right.
that was coming.
Oh God.
I've muted him. So yes. Opinion Coach Julius Hall, merely Opinion Coach Julius Hall. So Coach Stud, we come to you. Halftime show, best halftime show that you have witnessed, that you have thought you have seen. Best halftime
in the
show.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl halftime, yes.
I think it was, let's go with 1991 and 1992 was in Pasadena. The Dallas Cowboys played Buffalo. Michael Jackson done the halftime show.
Okay.
And that was the best one. And the second best one was when it was in Miami. You had the Colts played the Chicago Bears, and Prince done the halftime show and come out and sung Purple Rain, and it went to raining.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Coach Julius Hall.
I would have to say that it's a number of them, and they all on the same level to me. And Prince, Michael Jackson, and Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Best ones ever.
All right. Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz.
Janet Jackson and Prince for me.
I agree. We just have to add one more person onto that list. Whitney Houston.
What did she do to have fun?
She sang, and everybody ran out to get that. Everybody wanted that tape of that Super Bowl when she sang her song. Everybody's like, yo, I want that. My mother and father was watching that, and they were like, oh, that was the best show for them. Whitney Houston was above all with her singing, and my parents wanted to figure out how to get that video or get the CD.
Okay. All right. And so now we come to the question that Coach Teacher had posed out there. Eric Bieniemy, what's the deal on him? And some are saying that he won't be considered to come back to Kansas City, even though they got issues with regards to their offensive coordinators and how they call play calling. So, Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz, what's your thoughts with regards to the situation regarding Eric Bieniemy right now?
I mean, they set him up like we all knew they did.
Yeah.
Like he knew he wasn't. Once they started saying that they needed to interview all these other coaches and his name never came up, you knew then he wasn't going to have a job. And the fact that you keep this man's name on your roster after you've already announced that you hired someone in his position, like, come on. Like, I just think it's a bunch of BS. Someone like him, why doesn't he have a job? Kansas City is not winning because of the offense. Kansas City is winning because of their defense.
He went to Kansas City. He's at the playoff. He's probably going to give some pointers, get a little bit of money for the consulting fee. He's going to charge a consulting fee. So he's there.
I mean, he may. I just think it's unfair.
It is unfair
for him. Even if you didn't give him a coaching job, you didn't give the man a job at all. That's just wild to me.
All right. And to the Lamar Hunt family, aka the Kansas City Chiefs, what's going on with y'all, Coach Julius Hall? You relate to Lamar Hunt?
Well, I'm not related to Lamar. I don't have cousins of that hue, but I believe that we're going to be all right. I don't know where Bieniemy. They should have just had Bieniemy since he's such a powerful motivator. They should just give him a job somewhere in there. They got room for him. They can make up whatever job they want in it. Or do every NFL team have only a certain amount of slots that they can fill? No, you can make up whatever you want to make up. Pay him under the table if you want to. I don't know.
You got people less qualified than this man that's got position. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, you want to get rid of the Rooney Rule, but you're not interviewing people correctly.
And I have to agree with you that you're right about that, less qualified, because he'd make a great coach at the Jets or at Dallas.
First thing first.
I would take him for Jets as an offensive coordinator.
I'll take him for Dallas. he would be great for that team. Like I said, he's far way ahead of everybody. He is a guru. And the NFL is a copycat league, so some people are trying to steal his.
He need to go to the Steelers.
Steal his plays. He could go to the Steelers or he could go to the Raiders. One of those two. So.
All right.
Okay. Jacksonville need him and get rid of that what they got down here. Fresh fella, but that's another one of the recycle, and him and the head coach's friends, and he turned around and fired a brother, the defensive coordinator, the whole defense, and lead the offensive coordinator. And the Jaguars' offense was just stinking up the field the last few weeks, just stinking up the field. And there's Eric Bieniemy, would have been a perfect fit down here.
Okay.
Somebody gonna hire Eric Bieniemy though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, somebody gonna hire him now.
And we now move on to this. Joel Embiid. He's out. Still trying to determine how long. So
the season.
Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha.
He's out for the season.
I had a meniscus tear from playing basketball.
But you wasn't 300 pounds.
No, I wasn't 300 pounds.
It's a wrap for the season.
I came back real quick, so it wasn't. Ooh, Lord.
He should have had that surgery long before now. They didn't just figure out what his issues were. But the fact that he was winning and doing what the 76ers wanted him to do is why they kept him until it got to the point now he can't walk. When you have the people that's not even at the stadium looking at the TV making a phone call like, yo, he ain't playing tonight. Like, he's in warm-up.
And they saw how he was walking.
Right. They saw how he couldn't even bend his knees for a late. No, dude, you're not coming back this season. It's a wrap. He needs to lose about 15 to 20 pounds. And again, it's not because he is fat. He's just too big to put that kind of hard pressure. I always tell Fritz, Embiid is the only person that I know that stays laying down on the court as big as he is. Why are you always on the floor? Because your knees are tired.
Okay. Coach Stud.
I don't know what the extent of his injury or towards the time frame of him returning, but I do know them 76ers need him. But they got to get him healthy, But they're not going anywhere without him, and it's showing. They just declining right now, man.
Right.
About to become the laughing stock of the NBA.
Yes. And Coach Julius Hall.
MB, we had a bet on it anyway, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
We all said that he wouldn't make it. We all said that he wouldn't make it. We knew that he wouldn't make it. So ain't nothing to even be said. We not even paid to do this, and we knew. We got paid analysts. We guessed it, and we were absolutely correct. We knew that he wasn't going to make it. They should just give him a contract for half a year anyway.
Okay. We got you, Coach Julius Hall. We got you. And so now we come to the All-Star Challenge because there's going to be a lot of challenges. And so this one is involving Steph and Sabrina. Who you got in it, Coach Julius Hall? Steph and Sabrina.
Me. They just said that. Y'all didn't see the breaking news? I was added. So neither one of them gonna win because it's me. I shoot better threes than both of them.
Okay.
Y'all didn't see Jamal Crawford? I taught him. Y'all didn't see the three? Okay, well, y'all, I got me on that. Steph, the greatest three-point shooter ever. The greatest three-point shooters ever that ever played the game was Steph Curry, Reggie Miller, and Ray Allen in that order.
Okay. And Coach Stud.
I got Steph Curry.
Okay.
Steph Curry.
All right. And Coach Fritz and Coach Tisha.
I don't know. Old girl was real confident. She the one who's like, she want to do it from the 3-point line. She don't mind. She don't care which basketball you give her, the girls' basketball or the NBA basketball. So I don't know. And obviously Steph is the GOAT when it comes to that. I'm gonna go with her.
All right. Okay.
I'll say Steph, but I have a feeling she gonna make him sweat for it.
Yeah.
She's gonna make him sweat.
I'm glad they're making this year's festivities more wanting to watch than the foolishness we had to watch last year. So that's a plus.
Okay. So we move on. Juju Watkins. She had a great weekend. Juju Watkins. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz. Juju Watkins.
Love her game.
Yeah, she has a great game. I mean, you can already tell she's gonna be a superstar.
Ain't that done with it?
Yes. You can already tell she's gonna be a superstar.
Okay. All right. Coach Stud, Juju Watkins at USC.
She's a superstar now. She's ready.
All right. Okay. Coach Julius Hall, we know that Juju is one of your first cousins. Twice removed. So go ahead. So, yes.
Look at her name. We're named the same. They call me Juju. She's Juju. So what did you expect from a Juju? How many Jujus you know ain't good? Take your time and think about it.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
He's good. in the NFL.
Yeah, okay.
So name a Juju. Juju on that beat.
Done now.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
So we now come to this. And again, it's just the greatest men and women basketball players in college. Greatest men and women college basketball players. It's just it's whatever numbers you want to throw out there, we're throwing out there. Coach Julius Hall, greatest men and women college basketball players. Your estimation.
It's kind of hard, so I'm going to take for dominating a game and his impact on the game. Y'all probably won't agree with this, but his impact on the game. I don't want to go all the way back to Lou Alcindor. So I'm going to go modern day a little bit with their overall impact was Patrick Ewing with Georgetown.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to go with how Cheryl Miller changed the game. I can't go with Brittany Griner right now. I got to go with Cheryl Miller because she made it to where it was fashionable for women to play the game.
Okay. All right. And Coach Stud.
I like the Cheryl Miller. I'm gonna go with the Cheryl Miller, but with the college. Ooh, boy, that's a tough one with the males. That's a tough one. Now, go to Coach Fritz and then come back to me. Let me do a little.
Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha.
I agree with him with Cheryl Miller. Lights out, changed the game. Tennessee was on the map. Now the men, there's like a whole list of people that came. I would say Michael Jordan, 1, Patrick Ewing, 2. You can't forget Akeem Olajuwon, because him and Drexler was part of Phi Slamma Jamma. They were all over the place.
College.
That is college.
Who you just said? They played together?
What? They played together. Phi Slamma Jamma. I saw the tapes, Julius. I saw the tapes. That was you. Phi Slamma Jamma.
You recognized him.
Yes, I do. Just throw it up there. Julius was getting it.
Can't stop him. All right. So today is 2/8/24. So what has happened is that there's been an unveiling of a statue to Kobe Bryant. Unveiling of a statue to Kobe Bryant. And again, his numbers 24 and 8. So, they did that 2/8/24. And today's the day. And Coach Fritz and Coach Tisha, your thoughts on Kobe Bryant?
I mean, he deserves it. I haven't seen it yet. I think the unveiling of the statue was sometime today.
Right.
But I think it's a good look. Hopefully it's a good statue.
Mm-hmm.
The Mamba, the GOAT, he emulated Jordan, but then he became his own assassin, own killer. Yeah, like Julius, you know what I'm saying? Like Julius, you know.
You too can.
You know what I'm saying? But he deserves it. The two, they did it right. 2, 8, 24 to 2. I believe that's his daughter's number.
Right.
He had the 2, he had the 8 and then the 24. So they did a very good, significance of putting the statue out. And they didn't have to wait 20 years to put that statue out. So when they recognize greatness, aka Julius Hall, they just put it out there. They did what they had to do. Hold on for a minute. Tell your grandson to leave because your head is about to pop. Leave the room because your head is about to pop. Brother-in-law, you're not no near him. You got to go see him because he's gonna be able to move out that room.
So Coach Stud, we'll come back to you also on who you think are the greatest, and then also not going with regards to what we throwing out there right now.
I'm gonna go with Akeem Olajuwon for that for the college. Not to mention what him and them done with the 5 slammer jammers. I'm gonna go with Olajuwon. He had 104 moves, and on the 104th when he was landing in the basket. But anyway, what they doing out there at the Staples Center is a very nice tribute to Kobe and his family for what he done to the Lakers organization. Was the closest that we've seen to Jordan since Jordan departed. And that's very nice there. And I look for the Lakers to upset Denver tonight.
Wow, really?
They're wearing the Black Mamba jerseys tonight. They're
that's good. I don't see that happening, but okay.
They're wearing the Black Mamba jerseys. So yes. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, if anybody was deserving of this, it was him. Kobe became that other player that and when you're talking about great and would dominate a game, it's few players in the world that could dominate a game the way, and I could name 3 right off my head that could just take over a game and just dominate it, and that's Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Kobe Bryant. Okay. Those 3 people dominated games. Okay. And I mean to the point where you just couldn't stop them. Those were 3 players that you just could not stop. LeBron is the 4th, but sometimes LeBron stops himself. So it's just crazy.
Okay. All right. And so we'll be closing out with this right here. This is a special video that is connected to Coach Julius Hall and some of his cousins. This is a video of Coach Julius Hall cousins.
All right, y'all, settle down. Take your seats. Now, as most of you know,
you're going to play the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Yeah, you got the last one, is it?
Is it last?
The last video.
That's the video.
Is it?
All right, y'all, settle down. Take your seats. Now, as most of you know, our conference has decided to integrate this season. Settle down. As long as I'm head coach of Chapel Creek, I promise you this will be a white football team.
That's right, because football is a white man's sport.
Football is a white man's sport. A lot of people think that, since we've been to the moon last year, that we're, should be more enlightened. I don't know what's more enlightened than just white people having fun together.
That's right. When we went to the moon, guess what we found?
What's that?
It was white.
And let me tell you something. You can print this in your little papers. Week 1, we're going to rain hell down on these black son of bitches. I think we might have taken it too easy on them.
That's it. We took it too easy on them. That was my fault.
Week 2, I'm going to switch up the offense. You thought that was a little run heavy? I agree. We're going to start airing it out on them.
That's right. We come from the sky this week, boy.
Death from above.
Woo! God damn it. fuck's going on?
I don't know what's going on out there. The school board has informed me that we are going to be forced to integrate.
What?
We're going to start the integration process with hiring our first black coach. Coach Johnson's going to be joining our staff.
Well,
Coach Johnson's going to be taking over running the defense for us.
What? Wait a minute, I run the defense.
Now, this does mean we are going to have some black players. We're going to start the white players in the first half, get out a big lead, a commanding lead on them. And we're going to let the black players come in the second half and try to play the game a little bit. Woo! What a comeback. Down 48 in the first half, but goddamn, we came back and won that thing, huh? That's coaching.
Well, next week we do black players first half, white players second half.
All right, I just thought of something. Golly, those white boys almost blew that for us, didn't they?
Hey, I'm sensing a pattern.
I'm sensing a pattern myself. I told you we'd start winning again. Hey. That's a winning streak. Y'all are going to have to start making some room in these trophy cases. This is our old starting quarterback. I was starting a guy that had polio. I didn't know teenagers could look 45 years old. Now we're playing teams. Quarterbacks are running now. Quarterback can run.
The correct term is scrambling, coach.
Scrambling? Isn't that fun? Scrambling? They all say cool shit like this. You guys, I'm telling you, you got to hang out with them. It's crazy. Woo! Right. Now, golly, that's good football. That's called winning. Rebel faithful. I mean, am I fucking crazy, or is this becoming something, you and me?
I mean,
a bit of a friendship. I've been going to black church. Shit's fun, man. You can run around. You can dance.
I can scramble.
You can't scramble to save your life.
I can scramble right now.
Scramble right now in front of all
you
these
want me to
people.
scramble?
Please, Lord, no more whites on the football field.
All right now. All right.
Uh-huh.
Now, if I was warmed up, I could do it better.
All right, take it easy. Kid, you got a whole life ahead of you now.
Life ahead of him. Look at him. He's got the life expectancy of a pug. Woo! That's playoffs, baby. We just made the playoffs. We won out and made the playoffs.
Yes, sir, coach. Uh-huh. There we go.
Oh, hey, shit. Hey. You see that? Man, I can't believe how racist you guys were earlier. State champions. State champions. Number one. Some of you doubted. Some of you are still racist. Disgusting. Now, I did use slurs. That is true, but that was forever ago. That was like 8 weeks ago. I am now unity.
Coach, at this time, we'd like to present you with the Martin Luther King Bravery Award for championing diversity in the community.
Thank you so much. Look at this. You guys put this together? I was hoping people were noticing how diverse I was and how interesting I became. I'm number one. I did it. I'm the most diverse guy ever. This whole shit wouldn't have happened without me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the best and most diverse dude ever.
Hilarious.
I was going to play the other one, but Coach Julius Hall is the one responsible for this one right here.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to get the full context of what they were saying with the first minute. It goes away. It's 4 minutes long instead of a minute and a half, So I wanted everybody to see the comedy that this guy is. A great comedian I follow, a white guy there. He's a comedian. Yeah.
But the profanity, we do not accept that on our black media.
But we all grown. This is not a kid show. This is 18 and above, and it wasn't like it was Sandra on here cussing or nothing. It was a video that we was playing. So, we got a co-host on one of our other shows. Every 5 words out of her mouth.
We don't talk about people on the other shows, but yes, this is Ebony Sports Reporters. We had Coach Julius Hall, Coach Stud, Coach Teacher, Coach Chris, Coach Stud. What you gonna say?
Alabama had a coach by the name of Paul Bear Bryant. USC came down. USC Trojans came down to lead. Tuscaloosa there had a running back by the name of Sam Bam Cunningham. That was before the segregation. He gained 200 and something yards on Alabama.
Wow.
Bear Bryant took his team in the locker room and said he just wanted them to see what a football player supposed to look like. Right after that, he told Alabama committee to allow him. Could you imagine these whites trying to tackle this horse, and he done gained nearly 300 yards on them on the ground? After that, he told Alabama committee, let me recruit black athletes or I'm going to leave. and that's how blacks start coming to University of Alabama. I just want to share that since it's February's Black History.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. It was tied to Sam Bam Cunningham. That's right. And this is Ebony Sports Reporters, and we will see you on next week. And then, but Coach Julius Hall, are you going to have the Super Bowl gathering? Are you going to have the Super Bowl gathering?
It's up in the air right now. I'll let you know.
Because you got 2 teams. You got both teams inside the Super Bowl,
Yeah, no. If I'm fly out there, see if I can get Bernard to take me to the airport.
All right. He's at Sewanee.
He just took his brother to the airport yesterday. Okay. So I might go. So who knows?
So we say that everyone out there should see us, check out our advertisers, and we'll see y'all next week. Give a shout out to so yes.
Coach Bernard Brown, see ya. Miss ya.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all later.
Like this.